Hi, it's Tanya from Free Range Cottage and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about a bedroom that I redid on an extreme budget. It's our guest bedroom, and I don't know, maybe you have a room like this. Every time I went to put something away or to do a little cleaning, it was just one of those rooms you just kind of cringe and go, I'll get it together, one of these days and it'll look good. So holidays were coming and the room was going to be used, and it just didn't feel comfortable and it didn't feel cozy like I wanted it to. So you're going to see in the before, I sold all the furniture that most of it I had thrifted anyway, and I turned around and sold it and kind of was a clean slate. It was quickly becoming a place that I just, threw things that I didn't have a space for or couldn't figure out where they needed to go. So I had to get it together pretty quick. And I used what I had. I used the money that I sold, that I got the furniture sold, and I had a little bit of cash to spend. And it went a long way, I think you'll see. And so you're going to see the before and the after. Okay, so here's the before, and this is my guest room. Do you want to come and stay at my house? This is terrible. It had just become a drop zone. I sold all the furniture out of there, and I ended up buying a day bed. I had a gallon of paint in the garage, so I taped off. I sanded everything, and I've wanted to paint a wall black for as long as I can remember, but I was a little nervous about it. So here it went, and I was pretty excited once I got going. It was really warming up the room. It looked good. So I kept going and I was really encouraged. So there it is completed, and I just gathered up furniture from around the house, and I did a DIY on a dresser that had been sitting in my garage, which you'll see in a minute. Again, here's the before, which was kind of a hot mess. And now here's the after. There's the before again. And that black wall has done wonders. I switched out the bunk beds. I found an old ottoman that I bought for $15, and I covered it with burlap. And this is the ottoman I bought on Marketplace. It's an IKEA, or daybed, I'm sorry. And it's kind of got an industrial look. I spent $40 on it, and I sold the bunk beds for $125, so I kind of came out in the black on that deal. I had the Hello Love banner that's above the bed. And that's one of, you'll see, there's 4 doors in this little bedroom. So it was a lot going on. I added some DIY picture ledges that we had done a while back, and I'm going to put all family pictures in there, and I have some black and white tree pictures. And you'll notice, those are a couple of little deer that I had thrifted. And it's kind of cute because I have a grandson and a granddaughter, and it's a doe and a buck. And so these are all just frames that I've collected. Most of them are thrifted. Put them on that picture ledge. I'm going to start adding in family photos, mostly black and whites. Then I took these clipboards and I had DIY'd. I made them look rusty on the clip part. There's little kits you can buy, and I found this XO ribbon at Hobby Lobby, and I thought it was super cute. And I had been finding a lot of these pressed tin picture frames. I've been finding those around everywhere, and I just put white chalk paint on them. One of them was like all this funky color, and I didn't really like it. I needed a little chair in here, and I got one for $5, another $5 chair. But it wasn't in the best of shape. You can see the seat is kind of messed up, so I just bought a little bit of gray fur. I may staple it on there, and I might not. Just laid across there, it looks really good, and I love the wood, the oak on this chair, and it's got nail head on the back, so I may do something to the vinyl part of it, or I may just leave it like this for a while. But for $5, it's a place to sit down and have a cute throw pillow. So I'm really happy with that. I had the gray rug already. I added that in. This is a dresser that I redid. I painted with black chalk paint. I put a self-stick wallpaper on the front I taped off and sprayed some gold on the bottom and then put wood slice handles on it. So now any guests, if they need to put some clothes away, or I can put extra linens and stuff in there. And then I just kind of accessorized it on top with some vintage pieces. That big white lamp, I have 2 of those, and I bought those at an estate sale for $10 a piece years ago, and I'm really happy to have a place to put them. They're really big, and they add some nice lighting in here. The lighting isn't the best in here, so they give a really nice soft light. And then I have a little secretary desk in here with some office supplies in the bottom, and I had painted that last year at Sherwin-Williams sea salt, and I made a dark charcoal color in the back. It's got nice light in here, so I'm able to have some live house plants, which really warms up the room also. This closet I had turned into my grandkids. We call it the clubhouse. It's a long, kind of an odd space, and so I turned it into their little clubhouse, and it's really nice because they can keep all of their toys and all of their good stuff in there, and they like it. It makes them feel like they have a special little place to keep all of their belongings, and it keeps the room a little more cleaned up. So that's the room. It's much warmer. We've already had guests in there. It functions so much better. It was extremely budget friendly. I actually came out in the black after selling some furniture in there. I actually didn't spend any money. So it still has a popcorn ceiling that I need to deal with and things like that, but at least it's guest ready and it's comfortable and cozy.